गुरु प्यारी साध संगत जीओ, वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। सेंट्रल सिख गुरुद्वारा बोर्ड सिख मिशनरी सोसाइटी सिंगापुर की तरफों तुहाडा सारिਆਂ ਦਾ बहुत धन्यवाद। A very warm welcome to everyone for joining us in this evening session on Zoom. Today topic is very interesting, so I will share my slides little bit later. So when we talk about Dhyan, it's a very fascinating topic. So once Guru Nanak Padshah, we know about one Sakhi, when one Qazi, Muslim judge, he invited Guru Nanak Padshah to perform namaz with him. Guru Nanak Padshah went to a mosque, but he didn't perform namaz, Muslim prayer. Then after that, the Qazi asked, so you means you committed, but you didn't perform namaz with me. And Guru Nanak Padshah replied, physically you are present in the mosque, but mentally you are not. You are thinking something else. So this Sakhi has a very beautiful message that Dhyan is very important whenever we do a prayer. In our spiritual journey, this is very important. And it is equally important in everything, not only in spirituality. On worldly level, this is also very important. Because sometimes when a teacher teach to the students, or फिर बार कहते हैं focus on the study, focus on the study. So when a doctor do surgery, he needs also focus. So Dhyan is very important in every field. So if I ask one very simple question, Sadh Sangat ji, the moment when we start reading Bani, what happens to our mind at that time? Does our mind stay with us, or at the same time it start flying, it runs away? So je sach haiga ya, okay, either you can thumbs up in this Zoom, or either you can on your video. If you don't want to show your face, you can show something else, but at least we can understand we all are facing the same challenge. Please, okay, either you can thumbs up, because we know that there are different options in Zoom, or either you can on your video. Yes, Andy, thank you ji. So I think others, the Sangat, their mind is very stable. Okay, they're already focused. Okay, thank you. Some are raising their thumbs up. So generally it happens with us. The moment when we start doing part, even the more thoughts come to our mind. So today we will discuss about all these things and what is Gurbani perspective about Dhyan. Because in Gurbani, so Guru Padshah, he shared a lot of beautiful things. So union with Vaheguru Ji, how to eliminate our ego. So different ways were described by to obtain the objective of this life. So when we talk about Dhyan, so there are many religious leaders in the world who are teaching the different paths, how to focus. And we know that there are many religions who specially obtain salvation after passing a long time into this system, into Dhyan. We have Buddhism, we have Jainism, and Yogi. They are known for their dhyana in the Indian traditions. So what is Dhyan? Some say this is focus. We just shared whenever we do a religious activity, our mind should be focused. Some say it's control on the thoughts, because there are a lot of thoughts are running in our mind. So we need to control those thoughts. Some say it's state of silence. And some believe it's a stage to obtain salvation. As we know that in Buddhism, when they talk about samadhi, it is one of the stage to obtain salvation. It comes on the way in the spiritual journey. So people go to mountains, go into the jungles, they they you can see in the pictures, even the Lord Buddha, he's sitting in a meditative posture. His eyes has closed. So means he is in samadhi. And samadhi is the ultimate achievement of dhyan. And the girl, she is also meditating. So why this meditation is important? I am not talking about Sikhi perspective now. Sikhi perspective we will discuss later. And what disturbs us, what distracts us when we try to focus on meditation or on our dhyan. So this is our mind. As Guru Patsha explains in Gurbani, man mare tat mar jaye, bin man muve kaise har paye. So that's why Guru Patsha gave us different options. Sometimes Guru Patsha explains we need to control this mind. Man jeete jag jeet. Sometimes Guru Patsha says we need to kill this mind, conquer this mind, subdue this mind. So there are different options given by Guru Patsha, and we feel what the other traditions are saying, Gurbani believes in the same thing also. Gurbani also talk about man nu jitan di gal kar diya, man mare tat mar jaye. Tat means that the way of distractions. When we conquer our mind, then there is no distraction. Bin man muve kaise har paye. Without conquering our mind, we cannot obtain Vaheguruji. So this quote saying either you control your mind or it will control you. So different ways were explained by different saints, the different founder of different faiths. So some does sit in a meditative posture and they don't utter any word to control this mind. Live lonely. And Guru Nanak Patsha discarded that way in Japji Sahib, and Guru Patsha said, "Chuppe chup na hovai je lai rahan liftar." We cannot obtain inner silence just by keeping ourselves on silence mode. Chuppe chup na hovai. So means, so this way was discarded by Guru Nanak Patsha. This is not the right way, because sometimes we just sit and we control on, we focus on our mind, we focus on our thoughts. And sometimes some people say, so we should recite mantra. We also have Guru Mantra, as Gurbani explains, Vaheguru, Guru Mantra hai jap home koi. But the objective of Guru Mantra is different. It's to eliminate our ego here. So the question is, so we need to focus, and mind is distracted in this journey. Mind creating a lot of problem, lot of troubles for us. The moment when we sit in a meditative posture, when we take gutka, when we start reading Bani, our mind flies away like a bird, and it flies in 10 directions. We don't know what thoughts will come to next. And we start from ek onkar satnam pata nahi chalda kadon aa raha hai, pavan guru pani pita. We do Japji Sahib, but mentally we are not present. Mindfulness nahi hai. So now what is Gurbani way? How Gurbani explains us to focus on this mind? ਉਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸੋਚਣਾ ਪਏਗਾ, ਸਮਝਣਾ ਪਏਗਾ ਕਿ where is the problem? Because according to Gurbani, Guru Patsha, he doesn't only speak to control this mind. Sometimes Guru Patsha explains this mind is filthy, a man mela hai. We need to wash it. This mind is like a bird. It's flying in the 10 direction. Okay, this mind is separate from Vaheguru. Now we need to understand what is the meaning of all these verses. So the main question is now where to focus and how to focus. This is very important, because in modern time, a lot of things are happening. Some people are there, they are giving more importance to breathing system. Okay, so some, even the religious leader, the spiritual master, they say the moment when we start dhyan, we should focus on our breath. When we focus on breath, then our mind gets occupied in certain activities and we feel that, okay, this is dhyan. But to know all this question, where to focus, how to focus, according to Gurbani, we need to understand what is the objective of dhyan. Because in Gurbani, Guru Patsha gave us an objective. What is the objective of this human life? And we know that it's a union with Vaheguruji. And Guru Patsha explains this objective in the first body of Japji Sahib. किव सचियारा होइए किव कूड़े तुटे पा, how to become truthful and how to eliminate the wall of this falsehood. And we read every day in Rehra Sahib Pai Parapat Manuk de Huriya Gobind Milan ki eh theri bariya. So this is a time, this is an opportunity for us to meet Waheguru Ji. गुरु पातशाह सारी चीज़ां एक्सप्लेन करते ने बाणी दे विच। बहुत जन्म बिछड़े थे माधो, ये जन्म तुम्हारे लेखे। I am separate from many ages now, I surrender my this birth to you, Waheguru Ji. So objective is clear, it's union with Waheguru Ji. Now what is the way? What way Guru Patsha explain in Bani? Guru Patsha say, connect yourself through the Guru Shabad. जो इच्छे सोई फल पाए सी, गुरु शब्दी लगे ध्यान. So Sat Sangat Ji, the message is very clear, because now what is happening? So because the influence of the other practices, we are forgetting our own belief system, our own theology. So Guru Patsha tells us कि Guru Shabad de rahi, we need to focus through the Guru Shabad. So when we read Gurbani, when we recite Guru Mantra, when we say, okay, so let's do Kirtan, all these things become Dhyan when our mind is focused. So Guru Patsha clearly says, no need to focus on the breath. जो इच्छे सोई फल पाए सी, गुरु शब्दी लगे ध्यान. So Guru Shabad is the medium to connect with the Waheguru, because our objective is very clear, to unite with Waheguru Ji, the Waheguru which is full of virtues. जो इच्छे सोई फल पाए सी. Then we fulfill all the noble desires of our life. ਜਦੋਂ परमात्मा दी भुख लगदी, फिर other desires it's eliminate by itself. जो इच्छे सोई फल पाए सी, गुरु शब्दी लगे ध्यान. This is very important कि we need to focus through the Guru Shabad. We need to read Gurbani, so we need to recite Waheguru Mantra. So this is our Gurbani belief system. Gurbani teach us all these things. And furthermore, where to dhyan? Because sometimes people, okay, they feel that according to Gurbani, there is a Dasam Dwar within us. That is a yogic concept. We need to open our third eye. That is also yogic concept. Sukhmana Ida di gal kar deya. So there is lot of energy, but according to Gurbani, our dhyan should be on Waheguru Ji, because our mission, our goal of life is to obtain unity with Waheguru. Par Brahm Syo Lago Dhyan Puran Pur Reho Nirbhan. Par Brahm de naam, the Lord of Nirvana. So Nirvana, it means the Lord which gives me mukti, which free me from the bondage of the life. Par Brahm Syo Lago Dhyan te Waheguru de naal dhyan lona, na kise hor cheez de naal. That meaning is very clear. Our focus should be on Waheguru Ji. Now the third thing is how to focus, because sometimes we see people, they are using this breathing method. At the same time, they take the help of an object. कि कोई light रख लो सामने, put some light in front of you and focus on the light. Is it Gurbani way? We need to understand. So what Gurbani tells about it? Because when we read Gurbani, and Guru Gobind Singh Patsha, he beautifully explains, Dhyan taro teh ko man mein jeh ko amtod sabe jag chhayo. So Guru Patsha gave us a bigger perspective, a bigger picture. We don't need just one particular object to focus on Waheguru Ji. Look at the beauty of nature, because Waheguru is permitting with the nature, is not separate. किन्नी सोनी कुदरत हैगी या, ध्यान तरो तह को मन में जह को अमतोस. His glory has spread everywhere, सबे जग छायो. In Gurbani, Guru Nanak Patsha explains, बलहारी कुदरत वस्या तेरा अंत ना जाए लखया. You are permitting, you are dwelling in the nature, you are omnipresent. Wherever I look, I see the glory of God. So when Guru Nanak Patsha, he explained the Aarti, he gave us a bigger perspective of Aarti. And the Pandits, they were doing the Aarti of the different gods. Guru Patsha says, so nature is doing Aarti of the Creator by itself. त्यान तरो तह को मन में जह को अमतोर सबे जग छायो. So we need to understand the glory of God in everything, because sometimes our Sangat ji, what is happening, we are taking everything granted. This beauty of Vaheguru, the freedom which Vaheguru has given us, okay, after means we are passing through this COVID-19 and still we are meeting out on this online platform. Yesterday I was watching one documentary and the person was saying, okay, he was in prison from the last 10 years. And somebody asked him, what you missed more in that time? He said, freedom. I wish that if they allow me to go outside for 1 hour. And I astonished when I heard this. So we have the ability, we have the choice, we can go everywhere and we can connect ourselves through the creations. So we don't need any particular object to keep focus during this meditation. So what happens when we need an object, when the object is not there, then what will happen? We cannot focus. So Gurbani gave us a bigger perspective, a bigger picture. Look at the creator. Look at the nature. Balhari Kudrat Vasya. So body posture. The next thing is, because sometimes we says body posture is very important, and that is true, because when we go to Gurdwara, we sit in a very good posture, in a meditative posture. That is very good. But at the same time, Gurbani explained us that we need to keep this dhyan 24/7. Is it possible for everybody to sit all 24 hours in a meditative posture? Because the picture, when we look Guru Nanak Padshah diyan tasveeran, when we look at them, so Guru Nanak Padshah was sitting in a meditative posture with closing eyes, and sometimes he had having discussion with the different peoples. At the same time, this picture, I really like this one. So when Guru Nanak Padshah, he established Kartarpur Sahib and he started farming, because we have concept of Naam Japna and Kirt Karni. So Kirt is also divine for us. So in Gurbani, Guru Padshah explains, Nama kahe tilochana mukte ram samal, haath paon kar kaam sab chit niranjana. We can meditate, we can keep this dhyan while doing any work. So this is not only limited to a certain posture, but I'm not saying posture is not important. Posture is very important, Sat Sangat ji. We cannot ignore the importance of posture, because when we go to Gurdwara, we have certain protocol. We need to follow that. So, but at the same time, so what does it mean when we are driving? Okay, just on the audio system, we can connect ourselves through Gurbani. While doing any work, we can connect ourselves with Vaheguruji. So these techniques are very helpful for us. Not only कि जदों ਅਸੀਂ meditative posture 'ਚ ਬੈਠੇ ਹਾਂ, at the moment we can focus on Vaheguru. At any time we can focus on Vaheguru, even while doing work, okay? So while driving. So the next thing is Sahaj Dhyan. It's not Hatha Yoga, it's Sahaj Dhyan means we need to do this without sometime we don't feel that we are putting effort. Sahaj Dhyan hunda when we do with our heart. We don't feel that we are putting any effort. Sometimes we feel tired, okay, ki bani padni pen. No, that is not the real quest. The real quest is when we are just reading and contemplating. So this is Sahaj Dhyan. We don't feel we are putting any effort. Sadhi laga Sahaj Dhyan anandin gave eko naam. Sunaya lage Sahaj Dhyan. A Sahaj Dhyan, this is not Hatha Yoga, means torture your body, sit for a long time. We have the example of Lord Buddha, how he tortured his body for many, many days, many, many months. He sit in the meditative posture to obtain salvation. But what happened? So we know that the story of Lord Buddha, the one girl, Sujata, she offered some rice pudding to Lord Buddha. And she told that, you don't torture your body so much ki teri jani chali jaye. Okay. So means, and Buddha Buddha said in his text that whatever I learned from different scholars, from different religious leaders, okay, that was not so important, the lesson which was taught by Sujata. Mean, ਉਹਦੇ ਭਲੇ ਥੋੜੇ ਸ਼ਬਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ she gave me a very important lesson of my life. So this is Sadhi Laga Sehaj Dhyan. Gurbani talks about no need to torture this body. Anandin Gave Eko Naam, then we keep our connection with Vaheguru Ji and we read every day in Gurbani Sunaya Lage Sehaj Dhyan. This is Sehaj Dhyan. So is to agli gal kiya gaya hun Sadh Sangat. Because we are not like the yogics. We cannot isolate ourselves from the world, from the society. And Gurbani explains Sadh Sangat an important vehicle to obtain salvation. Akal Murt hai Sadh Santan ki Thahar Niki Dhyan ko. This is the best way. This is a best platform. Ki Sadh Sangat vich kiya, we need to get inspiration from others. At the same time, we need to inspire others. It's a collective journey. So we cannot isolate ourselves. So we need to focus on what Gurbani explains us and what we are doing in our present life. Are we really following Gurbani, or are we following those concepts which has been given by the different spiritual leaders? So whatever I am saying, Sadh Sangat Ji, to see, you must go and read Gurbani. Then we will find different kind of verses. Sometimes people, they can find anything. Okay, I know ਕਈਆਂ ਦੇ ਮਨ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਕਿ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ different context ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈਗੀ, but we need to understand the ideology in totality. So Sadh Sangat is an important vehicle. Akal Murt hai Sadh Santan ki Thahar Niki Dhyan ko. So there is another beautiful concept of Dhyan which we do in our daily supplication. What is that? When we do our ardas, so when we read the first stanza, after that, in the end, what we say, Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji de Paath Didar da Dhyan tar ke bolo ji Vaheguru. Jinna Sangha Sangniya Dharm he Shish Titte. In the end, we say, Tinan di Kamai da Dhyan tar ke bolo ji Vaheguru. Panja Takta Sarvat Gurudwariyan da Dhyan tar ke bolo ji Vaheguru. So we use this word Dhyan Tarna and remember Shri Guru Granth Sahib, Paath, 10 Guru Sahiban, the martyrs who sacrificed their lives for their dharma, for their faith, and who meditate upon Vaheguru's name and who served humanity. So Sikhi perspective is that ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਸੁਰਤ 'ਚ ਵਸਾਉਣਾ ਆ, because our history inspire us along with Gurbani. Second is Guru Patsha history, the history of those martyrs, those divine souls who sacrifice themselves is very important for us. And our Gurudwara is a training center for us. Takhat gave us the importance, that Takhat guided us to execute Miri Piri in our life. Temporal and spiritual powers, both are equally important. So when we think about Dhyan, we need to understand it is not just limited to this body only. It is beyond this body. It has expanded till the expansion of Vaheguru Ji. As Vaheguru is omnipresent, Tinan di Kamai da Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji de Paath da Dhyan tar ke bolo ji. Because we need to go above from our body. This quote says, Sikhi de Dhyan da Kendar Dehi to Uppar Paramatma di Sarb Vyapakta Guru Guru Shabad Shahid Seva Kamai Waliyan Ruhan Gurtama ਅਤੇ ਤਖਤਾਂ ਦੀ ਵਿਸ਼ਾਲਤਾ ਤੱਕ ਫੈਲਿਆ ਹੈ. Means it's not limited to this body. It has expanded till the omnipresence of Vaheguru Ji. Sadh Sangat Ji, the last slide is very important because we know the issue ki our mind is distracted. The moment when we start reading Bani, it flies like a bird. We discussed in the beginning of this lessons. But when we really think about of our mind, so do we feel that we have the ability to focus? Just think for a while. Do we have this ability, of focus, of dhyan within us or not? When we really think, we know that we do have this ability, this capability. Just for example, when a player play a match in the ground, at the time his focus is on the game. When a doctor do surgery, his focus is on the surgery. And especially when we make any bank transfer, we send money to others' account, okay, to other people. At the time, we totally focus. Now we need to understand the nature of this mind. It knows how to focus, where to focus, and when to focus. It has the ability. But unfortunately, the time, the moment when we read Gurbani, when we think about spirituality, it runs away because it's fickle mind, it's a filthy mind. It doesn't want to change itself. So we need to understand from Gurbani perspective. So how can we focus on Gurbani? And you must, first of all, we need to monitor ourselves. When we get disturbed, what happened? Just for example, I start reading Gurbani and my mind flies. Now we need to monitor how I am reading Gurbani, because sometimes I'm reading so softly, even I cannot hear my own words, what I am uttering. So it should be loud enough, because sometimes when I listen, I feel I am more focused now when I'm listening. So that's why in Japji Sahib, Guru Patsha explained the importance of listening is very important. Sunaya Siddh Pir Surnath, listening with mind, not only with ear. And sometimes when we read, when we take Gutka in our hands, we feel we are connected with the Bani. And sometimes when we recite, we feel, okay, we are getting connected with the Gurbani. We need to understand, okay, what is the method when we connect with the Gurbani, and what is that method when we disconnect with the Bani. Just for example, I am reading, but I don't know, in 20 minutes, my mind was where? It was flying like a bird. It was not within me. It was running in the 10 directions. So it means something wrong in my methodology. Sometimes singing is very important. Some sing Gurbani Shabad and they connect with Vaheguruji. Kirtan is very important. Sometimes people listen Kirtan, listen Katha. During Katha, they focus on Gurbani. They focus on Katha. So sometimes people, what they do, they take certain words and they contemplate on Gurbani and they feel we are connected with the Bani now. Our mind is focused. And the most important thing, when the meaning is clear, at that time when we read a verse, we easily get connected with Gurbani, with Guru Shabad. So we need to figure out, okay, so when we read Bani, so when our mind, it runs away, and what are those moments when we are listening or reading or contemplating, or when the words is, the meaning is clear, and automatically we connect with the Bani. So discussion, sometimes we do discussion. Just for example, now we are on this Zoom lessons. So we need to observe ourselves. What is happening within us? Are we really focused? If yes, then means we have the ability to focus, to keep dhyan, but we are not aware about it. So Guru Patsha gave us different techniques. Okay, so if sometime Guru Patsha na gabiye suniye man rakhiye pao ayo padn sunan ko bani birlo vicharsi. So different options was given by Guru Patsha. When we need to, sometime a person, okay, ho sakda sariyan cheejan de naal hi connect ho jaye. When the love, okay, when the love with the Bani is there, okay, well, we read, we listen, we recite, so connection is there. So we need to figure it out, because our mind has the ability to connect. So don't give the negative command to this mind. Don't say I cannot focus. We know how to focus, but the real thing is we need to understand कि इन्हू किस position te लेके खड़ा करना है. And the last thing is, dhyan is a key to the door of transformation. Do I want to unlock this door or not? So first of all, don't give a negative command. So it's transformation key. Do we really want to unlock this door or not? This is in our hand, but at the same time, ultimate union will be given by the grace of Vaheguru Ji. It is not in our hand, but effort is in our hands. So Satsangat ji, we need to understand in Gurbani, our focus should be on Vaheguru through the Guru Shabad. Because now what is happening, we are giving more importance to the breathing system, inhale, exhale, ठीक है, साह लेना, साह कढ़ना, इस तरह के तरीके चीज़ां दे उत्ते we are ज़्यादा ध्यान दे रहे हैं. We need to understand Gurbani perspective. Okay, here listening, reading, understanding, Sadh Sangat, Sahaj Dhyan, all these things are very, very important, and we know, we need to understand we have this ability. Don't say that we cannot focus. We can focus. When we watch a movie, our mind doesn't wander at a time. It stay forever. पता ही नहीं लगता कितने चला गया. It means the mind has the capability, the mind has the capacity, but interest is not there. We need to create this interest. We need to tell ourselves this is also important if I really want to live peacefully, harmoniously in my life. If I really want to unite with Vaheguru Ji, Dhyan is very important. And we need to figure it out when it get distracts and when it get connect with Bani. So ये सारे लिए homework हैगा या. आ हफ्ता सारा we will list on what when it connects and when it distracts. So इन्नियां को साथ संगत जी बेनतियां प्रवान करनियां. Now, if you have any question, you can ask in the chat, or maybe you can just raise your hands, then I can unmute you. Thank you very much for being a receptive Sangat, and thank you for your time. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask in the chat, and your question should be relevant to our today's topic. Okay, one pen is saying, so in Gurbani, Guru Patsha explains, Saas Saas Simro Gobind, with every breath. Please clarify. Yeah, this is a very beautiful question. We need to understand what Guru Patsha telling in this Pankti. Guru Patsha saying, yes, Saas Saas Simro Gobind. Simran ke da Gobind da, na ke Saasan da. So what we do, we start focusing on the breath, not on Vaheguru Ji. But Guru Patsha is telling us the different thing. Saas Saas Simro Gobind da Simran karna hai. अपने साहां दा नहीं करना, पर हर साह दे नाल उन्हें सिमरना है. This is the technique. Remember him with every breath, but don't focus on the breath. Focus on Vaheguru Ji. सास सास सिमरो गोबिंद. गोबिंद दा सिमरन करना है, ना के साहां दा. Thank you very much जी. वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह बहन जी. जी. हरचरण वीर जी. Okay. जी वीर जी. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, Vijay, thank you very much. Okay, I want to know what's the meaning of this Akal Murat hai. Saal Sankan ki Thahar Nikiti. I don't understand this actually. What does it actually means? Akal Murat hai.
Ke Vaheguru
Saal Sankat ki.
I mentioned this quote in my slides. So Sadh Sangat, yeah, Akal Murat nu pona hai. Through the Sadh Sangat. The means the gist of this Pankti is this. Okay. Sadh Thahar Sangat ki Sangat de vich jaake, so we need to obtain Vaheguru Ji. Ji.
Okay, one system. Okay.
Thank you, Vijay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ji. Sometimes falls asleep while doing part G. How to overcome this? This is very good. Okay, people are really means fighting with us. Okay, कि मैंने नींद नहीं आती जब बाणी पढ़ते हैं नींद आ जाए. It means it's very good. ठीक है जी. So but all time नहीं होनी चाहिए. ठीक है. ये नहीं कि जदों बाणी पढ़न लगो ते नींद आ जाए. बाकी जे नींद आ जाए, it's very good because we should. That's why we do Sohla Sahib before sleeping. We should focus on Vaheguru Ji. Aud kate din sare. So our one day of life has gone. Man gurmil kaat sware. So Gurbani give us a reminder why you are in this world and what is happening. Okay, how we can increase focus while reciting. Okay, So we need to, so understanding of Gurbani is very important, Benji. When the meaning is clear, when we read Gurbani, meaning is clear, then by default we get connect with the Bani. So when the meaning is not clear, then the real issue comes. So meaning ਦੇ ਵੱਲ ਧਿਆਨ ਦੇਣਾ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਜੀ. Okay. Live. Okay, so one will be asking Tatu and Tati. Tat da rasta na. So tat da rasta means the way of distractions. Live tat doi raah hai. So one is the way of live, which means the union with Vaheguruji, and second is the way of tat, distraction, disconnection with Vaheguruji. Thank you, Ji. Satsangat Ji, we have time, okay. My dhyan drift in and out. I usually ignore it. It's get better. Balvinder Kaur Ji, can you unmute yourself, please? Would you like to share something? Okay, one Virji asking, but still my mind drifts sometimes. So because Virji, this mind is running from the, okay, many janma according to Gurbani. Okay, so we cannot control it. That's why we mentioned about Sahaj Dhyan. No need to get disturbed. First of all, this is the nature of mind. We need to be mindful. Jadi hai na art of the mindfulness. Ki see wherever we see the glory of Vaheguruji. Be grateful. Be thankful. So when Guru Nanak Patsha looked at this universe, so how he looked at, Guru Patsha gave us a technique. Gagan mein thal rav chand deepak bane tarika mandal janak moti. So we need to learn this technique whenever we look outside. Okay, we need to see the presence of Vaheguru in everything. Just I shared the person who was in the prison, and he was saying that the 1 hour freedom, if they allow me to go 1 hour outside, that will be a great blessing for me. And we need to understand, okay? So ITSC Komre for the whole day, 24/7, we are free to go anywhere. Okay. Thank you, Vijay. Harmeet Virji, can you, Harmeet Singh, can you unmute yourself, please? Ji Virji.
No, I came in late, so I thought I'll just look at your program tomorrow.
Okay, Ji. Thank you, Virji. No worry. Thank you. Ji. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Ji. Thank you.
Right.
Panji Kuldeep, can you unmute yourself, please?
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh, Panji.
Yeah. Good lecture, good overview. 2 points struck my mind. Ek tusi kya siga, control your mind or it will control you. This is absolutely true. It is just so important for us to be aware of our mind, our focus, and how to control it and not let it run in all directions, because this focus is a very need through which we are going to learn, educate ourselves, conduct our life, conduct our career. So focus inna zaruri hai, guys, so important in our mind. The dusri gal hai key to transformation, And do we want to use this key? So in Gurbani, I think first of all, we have to make up our mind. Do we want to use this key? Do we want to listen to Gurbani? Do we want to learn from Gurbani? You know, is Gurbani a source, an important source for our living? ਤੇ ਜੇ ਇਹ question ਅਸੀਂ positive ਵਿੱਚ answer ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ we will try to search. We will search in Gurbani, we will learn Gurbani, we will make efforts to understand Gurbani. And the key to this is understanding. So all this will come with Dhyan. Dhyan is an exercise, a mental exercise, I think. With time, this mental exercise the mind gets stronger and stronger, and the focus gets longer and longer. It's a slow and steady journey. Just as when we are exercising to build up our muscles, build up our strength, it has to start small, slow, gradual, build up until we become strong, muscular, and really full of stamina. So Eteve Gurbani, I feel that it's a build-up journey. Holi, Jiu Gurbani, as we listen, as we read, as we listen to Katha, listen to Shabad, we are definitely going to gain something, gain focus, increase our Dhyan, and through this, more and more understanding would be obtained. Now, just talking from my personal experience, when I was young, Dad made us do part. Baith ke part karo, waro wari, pehli pauri karo, duji pauri karo. So, okay, I could do the whole Japji Sahib. You know, before he goes to work, he says, "Enya pauriyan yaad karni." Come back, okay, recite to me. Te odo sanu bada aukha lagda hunda siga. I found it so difficult. But anyway, the challenge was to be able to remember it. As I grew up, I got exposed to Kirtan. Now, this is where life with Gurbani started, really. The power of music attracted me first, and then the Shabad. My goodness, it was so beautiful, soothing, and no doubt entertaining, but also very uplifting. And with this focus on music and Kirtan, the mind began to be stilled more and more, and it was much easier. Gradually, through the Shabd, we learn the meaning of the words. When the meanings of the words come upon us, the understanding comes upon us, a different awareness takes place. You know, and then you begin to look at Gurbani from a different angle. You begin to get a hunger for Gurbani, and this builds up your desire to learn, to understand. And then, you know, your Dhyan, of course, gets built up as well along the way. And through this, a love for Vaheguru develops, and your new journey begins. So I think that it is a slow journey. We mustn't despair. Start small, build it up, but surely the rewards are there. That's for sure. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Thank you very much for your insightful views and life experience, Panji. So one Veerji was asking in the chat, so which is the fastest technique to reach the goal? Please advise. So Panji explains it is a slow journey. It's a sahaj journey. So there is no hurry, Veerji. So fastest journey, it happens when Vaheguru bestows his grace. That is the fastest way. There is a lift, and there at the same time there are staircase in Gurbani. So we are following the staircase path. So when Panji was sharing about singing, so this is really very important. Satsanga, Kirtan is a very strong medium. Guru Padsha transformed many souls through this medium. So when I came to Singapore, so we have 2 music academy here. I used to ask some student, where are you going? मैं वाजा सीखने जा रहे हैं. So this is not Vaja learning. This is Gurmat Sangeet. Okay? Even sometimes some say my Vaja teacher. So means we need to understand the importance of Gurmat Sangeet. This is not Vaja learning. I am learning that art, that blessings ki jinna naal Guru Padsha ne he transformed the world. And okay, thank you very much, Panji, for your personal life experience. Really appreciate it. Gurmeet Panji, can you unmute yourself, please?
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਮਾਸਟਰ ਜੀ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ, Panji.
Yeah, I think Dr. Kuldeep has explained it very well and very realistically.
जी.
And I think your lecture on where and how we can have dhyan was beautiful because you make us focus on the way to go there, to connect with our Guru Shabad, you know, and how we can actually be able to do it. I think the baseline is your mindset. What kind of mindset do you want? You know, in choice, you want this or that. So whether you want to do it, go this way. You don't want to do it, the other way. Or you just stay where you are. So these three ways, which way are you going when it comes to Guru Shabad? Because if you want spirituality, you want to be with Vaheguru, then choose the way you want to go his way. You know, we have the tools, the medium to go through it, to get there. But are we doing it? So the dhyan is focus is whether we want to do or not. And our mindset must change with it. That I want to do it and I will do it. So with that, I think in mind, I think we will be able to go and achieve what we want. And like you said, do you want to unlock the door to transformation? I think that's a choice each individual of us, should make and live with it, in the sense, if that's the choice you make, that's how you're going to achieve your objective, like you stated in your lecture. And all the tools you say, listening, reading, reciting, and all these are the ways, tools to use in your this quest for, you know, enlightenment. Okay, I think with that, I think beautiful way of looking at dhyan. Thank you very much, Master Ji. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
So yeah, we need to understand what is our priority. Okay, ਇੱਕ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਾਫੀ ਚਿਰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਨਾ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ WhatsApp ਤੇ, ਐਂਡ ਪਰਸਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਵੈਰੀ ਬਿਊਟੀਫੁਲੀ, ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਾਪ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਾਠ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਅਸੀਂ ਪਾਠ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਅਸੀਂ ਜਾਪ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਕਿਤੇ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਤੋਂ ਦੇਵਤੇ ਨਾ ਬਣ ਜਾਈਏ, ਇਸ ਲਈ ਪਾਪ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ. So I mean, we are not sincere. At the same time, we are doing part, and at the same time, we are committing sins. So one step we move forward, and one step we go back. So this is our life journey. So one Panji asking, sometimes we heard in Katha that we should focus on body. Chakras, please clarify. So Panji, one is Katha and one is Gurbani. Katha is an interpretation of a person. So that's why I mentioned that whatever is mentioned in Bani, that is truth for us. So Gurbani, reading Gurbani, understanding is very important for everyone. So this is the main reason, okay, some person saying something differently, the same, okay, and another person saying something differently, and we get confused. So this thing happening in the world. So better make your relationship with Guruji, start reading Gurbani. So we have different classes in Singapore. We are blessed actually. जिन्ना को जिथे effort पाया जा रहा है. We are blessed. Last but not least, Sardul Virji, can you unmute yourself, please?
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa,
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh Ji.
Wonderful presentation, Upinder. As I see from your slides, the entire focus is the essence of what deep down you actually want to achieve in terms of your priorities of life. So I feel that sometimes what happens is that we actually confuse with certain priorities, and because these priorities keeps demanding different requirements from us, our focus keeps moving forward, backward. And that's where I think the reason is because of these priorities. Some are priorities for the future, some are the priorities for the present. And our mind is basically either in the future or sometime in the past. And we are never able to divert the focus. So in regard to sometimes why does the mind just disappears, whether he's doing part or something else, is because he goes either to the future or the past. So if we are mindful, like you mentioned, and we're able to like catch hold of it and say, listen, stop there, calm yourself down, and let's focus on what is the current priority. So I think if we can start focusing priority for that moment. Like right now, our priority is to absolutely listen to your presentation. The dhyan should be on the presentation and not what I'm going to do an hour later. So I think if we start living in that moment and start focusing, I think we will be able to manage it in time to come.
Ji.
So small sharing, Ji.
Thank you, Vidi. Thank you for your meaningful understanding and meaningful sharing. So really, to live in present is very important. But unfortunately, so always we think about future. We regret about past and worried about future. This is our life. So we need to focus and through Gurbani. So the moment and Satsangaji, the last request, never ever say that we don't have the ability to focus. We have this ability, but we need to understand so where we want to focus. If we really want to transform our life, then focus on Gurbani. Okay, Gurbani meaning, Gurbani understanding is very, very important. Te Pula Chukkan di Khima Satsangaji. Now, if you want to unmute yourself, please to sing. Okay, feel free to unmute. Just 1 minute. Okay. Satsangat ji, I think koi technical issue aa raha hai. Polchuk dikhima. Okay, see you next week. Thank you very much for your time. Okay, really appreciate. Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh.